Sorry about that. The lights were off. I'm grateful for everyone for joining me. I started early again because since we had challenges last week, I wanted to avoid them. Hi, Dawn. Dawn, you are so fast joining in, or at least the connection coming in. If you're new, the energy has started flowing. Will continue to flow until I finish speaking. Excuse me. Hi, Roseanne, and you're quick too. Excuse me. I have started drinking juice now instead of water to make sure the energy stays up because I could feel that there's so much energy going out right now. I'm always, thanks, Dawn. Well, I'm always excited to share energy because there's so much. And what many of you don't know is that for the past month, if not more, I've just been on an energy. I don't want to say high, but it just feels like there's so much being channeled that I can't get it down fast enough on paper. So I just keep writing. There's paper and printing all over the place. I just have binder. I have 4 new binders now because there's so many dimensions coming through, so much energy, and I can't get it down fast enough. Hi, Trixie. Good to see you again. So I did start early, and we are going to do a prosperity activation because I'm doing a lot on this channel on abundance and prosperity because there's so many frequencies, and many of us may need a specific frequency that may not have been shared already. And I'm trying to cover as many as possible because words have power. And by using the word abundance, it brings in one frequency. Prosperity brings in another. Money brings in another. And the combination of, let's say, activation or prosperity flow or energy flow changes the frequency. Hi, Nexum. Miss them. That's okay, Nexum. You could always catch them later. They were strong, so always pace yourself with these. If at any time the energy of one of the channels gets too strong, just ask that it be gentler when receiving it. And I just need to make sure it bothers me. I now put everything. Everything gets typed up. Hi, Charlize. Good to see you. I did want to share a quick energy tip with everyone. If you're working on prosperity, money, abundance, one thing we have to do is acknowledge that money is a spirit, it is a form of energy. We need to invite it into our lives. So if you find a penny on the street, say, thank you, universe. I invite more of this in my life. If you find you have $1 in your pocket, say, thank you, universe. I invite more money into my life. Always acknowledge the gratitude and always be open to receiving it. In the mornings when you wake up, say, universe, I am open to receiving abundance today, or I'm receiving money today, or receiving prosperity. And just put your hands out, even if it's just for a moment or two, and imagine the universe showering it down upon you. And then say thank you, and then start your day. That alone can assist with starting to activate that money. Okay, and Richard is on again. Oh, let's see. And blessings. Hi. So, that's one energy tip. And we'll try to keep giving more tips on money and prosperity to start bringing more of it into our lives. Maybe you can answer, can Reiki masters give it 2 minutes, or do you have to be a Reiki master teacher? Spiritual protection, it depends on who's teaching. So, for example, I follow the traditional Usui steps of Usui level 1, 2, and 3. Level 3 allows you to receive the energy so that you're at full force. And then it also allows you to pass it on. But some people divide it into Usui levels 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 3, you may receive some energy. 4, you may receive more. 5 is when you can teach. I like the traditional method. I was raised in that, and that's how I do it. Level 3 allows you to receive the energy. If you just want to use it for yourself, that's fine. And you could just use it on yourself or privately on family and friends. Or if you want to go out and teach it. I have many practitioners that I work with just use the energy on themselves or just use their energy on the family. They don't teach. Others teach. So it all depends on who performed the attunement and what is what school they came from, and how do they feel about it. Oh, you're welcome, spiritual protection. Spiritual protection. It is challenging because there's so many schools out there, and you don't always know until you ask. Hi, sweetie 1P. So what we're going to do today, hi, Cassia. Oh, and just a reminder for everyone who may have missed the other live streams. If you're using Safari as a web browser, you will not be able to get on my site easily because there is a challenge with how Safari is perceiving my security code on my site. It's not acknowledging it. So it's saying that it's not a safe site. It is safe. I've been with GoDaddy so much on the phone. They should just at this point hire me. But they have checked, everything's fine. It's fine on Chrome, it's fine on Firefox. They didn't check Opera, but that should be fine as well. You can buy through any of those if going through the site makes challenges or is questionable for you. Chrome and Firefox are fine. All right, now with this one, we want to clear some blockages. So please make sure to ground. We are going to be doing a quick clearing, but there's going to be a clearing. There needs to be clearings with prosperity sessions to bring energy in because we're blocked, and we may be blocked in so many ways. And we may be open one day and something happens, or you encounter someone, or you had an experience and all of a sudden you're blocked. So this is something that we always have to do. We always have to do energy clearings. I'm just going to take a sip of juice before we start. And I'm going to do the traditional. I'm going to set the intention. I'm going to call in protection before we start working on it. Hi, Kristen. Good to see you. Oh, strong fit. No problem. I understand. You have to work. But if you can just let the energy flow, that works just as well. So I'm going to ask everybody to sit back, close your eyes, relax, and let this energy to bring in prosperity into your life flow to you. And we'll start with the intention first. Hi, Sam. I'm going to start the energy flowing. And this energy is for prosperity to flow into your life in all its forms. And we're going to start with grounding our energy, putting roots into the earth. Some of you may actually see the roots or feel them, but even if you don't see or feel them, the energy is connecting you to the earth. And what we want to do is go into the center of the earth. And to me, that looks like the most beautiful ruby. And I like to connect everyone to that energy. And I also want that energy to start rising into your body. First going through the soul star chakra, then your feet, and then start going through the central channel, through all of the chakras, and just start flowing and seeking out every cell in your body. And as that is happening, we're going to start bringing in golden light again. And it's going to start coming in through the soul star chakra. And it's funny, this one doesn't look like liquid gold to me. This one is a lighter gold. It feels airier, actually feels like air, gold air coming in. And as it's coming in, it's starting to blend with the red. So to me, when the gold energy, which feels like air, blends in with the red energy of the earth that's come through, it forms a beautiful rose gold energy. And this energy is now flowing through your entire body. There is that blending of the earth and the universal energy. And as this energy is flowing, I'm also asking for a stream of white light to come in and start releasing blockages in those spaces that may not be allowing this light to flow through. And for me, they look like, I'm going to say, some of them look like pinhead sized dots. Some of them are a little bigger. There could be different coin sizes. And some of them are hidden way deep in the body. They're not easily visible when you're just looking at the energy body. It's deeper. I'm going to ask this white light to also go into the 10th star chakra, 10th chakra, which is the earth star chakra, since it feels like a lot of this is ancestral. And as the angels come in and start vacuuming up all of these spots that weren't letting money in, that white light has gone through. This rose gold energy is now starting to flow into some of these areas. You can also say, if you feel called to, I now release all energies, beliefs, and patterns that block my prosperity. I release fear, scarcity, shame, guilt, and any vows of prosperity from other lifetimes or dimensions. I'm going to bring in a green gold spiral, starting with the soul star chakra, which is representing the energy of prosperity. And I want to start a soul star chakra spinning its way down to you. It's going to go through the soul star chakra, the shamanic chakra, the eighth chakra, the crown chakra. I wanted to spend a little time in here because this is where a lot of the mental patterns around prosperity are located. This energy will also flow through third eye and the ear chakras. I want this energy to flow down the throat, through the heart chakra, through the solar plexus, through the sacral chakra, through the base chakra, down through the feet, down to the earth star chakra. That's 10th chakra. And then it's going to ground into the earth, to the center of the earth. And what you can say to go along with this is, I activate my divine prosperity field. I now am aligned with the infinite flow of prosperity from source. We're going to let this energy to keep flowing in and around us. It's flowing through the chakras. It's flowing through the meridians. It's flowing through the blood in our body. It's going into the bones, which is where a lot of the ancestral issues are located. And we can also ask that this divine flow of prosperity flow to us through every time, space, dimension, and reality, known and unknown. I'm going to ask the energy to continue to flow as I start transmuting more energy and start closing down. Just breathe in and be aware that you have now been connected to a prosperity flow from the universe that will continue to flow and will get stronger if you use this activation, if you play the video, if you just think about it and feel it through your body. Hi, Alba. Hi, Charlize. Hi, Agatha. Okay. How are all of you feeling? It was slightly swaying. That was massage. Okay, on to the session. Okay, thank you, sweetie One for the reminder. Please make sure to ground afterwards. Drink a protein shake if you can. Eat protein. Massage your hands and feet. Touch a plant. Touch a tree. Go outside. And the swaying is good. The swaying means that your body is balancing or integrating the energy. Oh, good, Sam. I'm glad that you felt that. Martina, I'm glad you felt that as well. Spiritual protection, definitely felt the clearing the block. Good spiritual protection. For any session, we have to clear something because we pick up so much from the environment. Even if you don't leave your house, there could be stuff in the land. There could be something that you hear or something you see or something you read. So there's always clearings that need to be done. Unless you live in the vacuum and are happy and at peace, you're going to be affected. So we always have to clear blockages. And it's something I always talk with Brana about. We're always talking about clearing blockages because there's so many of them and they're like onions. You have to keep peeling away. It doesn't stop because we're multidimensional beings who've had so many lives that it's just necessary. I think what a wonderful smoothing. Oh, good, Martina. I'm glad it was Good for you. And how are the rest of you feeling? Are you okay? I always ask that because sometimes the energy is stronger than others, and sometimes it may be unsettling, or sometimes you just feel great. Sometimes we just fall asleep, and that works too. When we fall asleep, I find the energy goes deeper. I mean, hands were tingling. Good, Martina. I like when my hands tingle. That to me is a sign that the energy is flowing and it's working. Excuse me, 1 minute. What I am doing right now with the prosperity sessions on my site is I do a general prosperity session, but now I'm also I'm asking people more about what they want prosperity for or what in their life, because I'm finding that by asking more information, the energy seems to be going deeper, which is something, I always thought you just do prosperity work and that's fine. And I clear the general blockages everybody has. But when I start tuning in to specific things, it gets even stronger. Oh, you're welcome, Cassia. Brittany, oh, you're welcome. Oh, nauseous. Okay, Brittany, if it made you nauseous, the energy was too strong, I'm going to suggest putting your hands on your solar plexus just to start calming it down. And the nauseousness may have come from a release, because that's what it feels like to me, that you may have been releasing. Physically, you may want to eat some crackers, but I'm just going to ask the energy balance itself out for you so that you're not nauseous, so that you start feeling better. And I'm glad that you brought that up, because that could be a sign. And that's why I always ask for, let me know what's happening, because you may be experiencing something that someone else is. And if no one says it, then I can't send energy to help you out because I don't know it. And I want to make sure everybody is fine. And how is everyone else feeling? Is everyone okay? And I know some of you, it may not be comfortable answering. You don't have to answer. But if something is unsettling, or if you're just feeling really good and want to share, that's fine too. And Brittany, if I close off before you're able to answer, just let me know if in 10 minutes how you're feeling. You can post a comment and I'll check. I just want to make sure you're okay. Now, we are going to continue with more manifesting work next week on this channel. And I'm asking all of you in the comment section, let me know what you're trying to manifest. You don't say specifically, just say, money for a house, new career, something like that, because I want to see if I can start getting even deeper into the energy work through this live session. Many of you have been on it, have been coming for a while. We're developing a community, and I want to see how to best serve the community. Career for sure. Next one, career is always a challenging one. And sticking feet in the grass, standing in the sun. Yes, that helps with balancing and grounding. I'm drinking warm lemon water. Good, Brittany. I'm glad that that's helping, and you're welcome. Sticking feet in the grass, standing in the sun. Oh, that sounds so good right now. Kristen, oh, yeah. Oh, good, Kristen. I'm glad it feels good. Money for retirement. CJ, that's really good. It's not one I had thought of, ever thought of, but that's a really good one, because right now we're in the world, it seems like the finances of the world are in upheaval. And so it's a scary time for many. Oh, you're welcome, Martina. Fighting to keep pets well. Guppy, that's a big one. That's why I'm always sending energy to pets, to animals, because we need them. They're gifts from the universe to us. The Reiki Sunday Special is still going on. I'm hoping and helping people with releasing burdens, releasing that weight we feel upon us with that session. And I'm going to be working some more on it this weekend. Thank you all for joining me. I look forward to next week. This video will be coming out on Sunday. So feel free to use the activations with the videos if you can handle the energy at the same time, or if this was too strong, you can use the energy first and see how that feels. Thank you, Richard. And thank you, Richard, for moderating all three. Oh, you're welcome, CJ. Guppy, also a place to live is better than I have. Guppy, yes. We want to live in places that suit our souls. And that's really important. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful week. and talk to everyone next week. See you. Bye-bye.